Howling winds remain after our snowfall and mixed precipitation yesterday. Still snowing, in fact, near blizzard conditions, parts of the Massachusetts coastline from the North Shore down to Cape Cod, where they're still getting bands of moderate to at times heavy snowfall. And with the winds, it's reducing visibility, adding to their snowfall totals there. Around here, we've had a mixture of clouds and sunshine, and that's what we're going to see continue for the rest of the day. So our accumulating snow is over. Ended up with about 2 to 5 inches. Most of our area 1 to 2 along the coastline where you had more mixing. Higher totals 5 to 10 inches. Area shaded in blue here, so Worcester area, but right along the northern part of Massachusetts up into southern New Hampshire, they've seen as much as 10 to almost 1.5 feet of snow, 10 inches to 1.5 feet. So some pretty significant snowfall totals there, and it's a heavy wet snow. So our concern for the risk of power outages today and some tree damage, gusts 45 to 55 miles per hour. With the snow and ice on the tree limbs and the power lines, could certainly see some outages as the day goes on. Tonight, the concern will be for black ice, diminishing winds, clear, cold conditions will fall back into the teens. We are under a high wind warning for areas shaded in this brighter yellow where we have potential for gusts 45 to 55 miles per hour. It's a wind advisory just outside of our area for the afternoon. Gusting now over 40 miles per hour, Newport, New Bedford, Block Island, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, and seeing some gusts close to 50 miles per hour at times even up the bay. And that'll be sticking around here for at least the next several hours. Through about 4 o'clock in the afternoon is when I expect some of the strongest winds to be. And then notice around the time of the evening commute, these start to drop off at least a little bit. So still gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour, but likely not to see those damaging wind gusts. And they'll continue to drop into the night tonight. So Narragansett, angry seas out there over eastern Massachusetts, a little bit of high tide flooding along parts of Cape Cod Bay and Boston Harbor. Here's what it looks like in Warwick right now, with temperatures running between 30 and 35 degrees, but the wind chill still in the teens at times. Going to be a windy, cold afternoon. This area of low pressure, it's a strong storm, really rapidly intensified. And you can see that even right along the eastern Massachusetts coastline, they're still getting, again, blizzard conditions. So our concern was whether that would be a little bit closer to us for the morning hours. Luckily, we ended up missing out on most of that, just getting some of the winds this afternoon and in the early part of the evening, and then dying down. Clear skies overnight, the chance for snow diminishing over Cape Cod as the evening wears on, and then tomorrow, sunshine, breezy, and still on the cool side. Futurecast for the rest of this afternoon, mix of clouds and sunshine, windy, cold and dry. Sunset at 5:17. Once the sun goes down, the temperatures start to drop and will fall below freezing. We'll have to watch for those areas that are damp, the puddles that we have this afternoon. They are going to refreeze, so we'll have to watch for black ice overnight tonight. In terms of any additional snow, it doesn't look significant, but we do have a system coming through here Wednesday and Wednesday night. Could see some snow and rain showers. On the high end, there's computer models that show maybe 1 inch to 2 inches of snow, but the majority of them show much less than that. As we look ahead towards Thursday, temperatures around 35 degrees, a warming trend by the weekend, could be up well into the 40s.